can see it too. The greatest college sports video library of all time. Introducing the new NCAA.com, the official site of college sports.
I know when we talk about Oklahoma, we always talk about Blake Griffin. But let me tell you something. There's another guy on that team, and that's the freshman Willie Warren. He plays point, he plays two, a terrific combination guard, and a great scorer. Very strong upper body and knows how to finish.
Catch AT&T at the half all season long, only on the CBS College Sports Network.
You're watching the CBS College Sports Network, the new pulse of college sports.
The majestic Wasatch Mountains welcome you to Provo, Utah. And today, the hometown BYU Cougars host UNLV in a Mountain West women's basketball showdown. Both teams looking pretty in pink for the Pink Zone matchup. It's next on CBS College Sports. Provo, Utah, but all that outdoor activity, it's going to have to wait because inside the Marriott Center, we have got a key Mountain West women's basketball showdown. BYU hosting UNLV with 2 weeks left in the regular season. It is time to make a push. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ann Schatz. We're just tickled to have you on board. This is going to be a good one. Both BYU and UNLV are going to try to get back to their winning ways. And speaking of UNLV, my broadcast partner Tammy Blackburn is standing by with their first-year head coach.
Thank you, Ann. Joining me, head coach Kathy Olivier for UNLV. 15 years at UCLA, 7 on top of that as an assistant coach. How are things different? New conference, what else?
Conference is tough. I mean, Mountain West Conference is very, very tough conference, very competitive, home court advantage, great coaches, fundamentally sound players. It's just a new life for me, and we're in heaven.
Yeah, how long does it take to rebuild a program, and why?
Well, we feel as a staff it's going to take 2 or 3 years. I mean, you need to get your own people in there, your own people to teach the young ones our strategy, our philosophy, and then a trickle-down theory.
All right, Coach, it's going to be a great matchup tonight. Thanks for joining us. And back to you.
Thanks, Tammy, very much. Now, get back here. I need you right here with me. And while Tammy's hustling, we want to show you the Mountain West Conference standings really quick because we know that Utah is atop the Mountain West, and TCU is knocking on the door just a couple of games behind. BYU in that 5th slot, UNLV all alone in the 7th slot at 3-9 in conference standings. Good hustle, buddy.
Thank you. The altitude is killing me, though. I'm out of breath.
We got to get the fitness program working for her, but that's another story. All right, let's talk a little bit about Mindy Nielsen of BYU. We know this is a young club, but boy, does she play like a pro.
Well, imagine this. You have 5 losses in conference, and you feel like you only really should have 2. And where you stand in the conference is so important that you play well down the stretch. That's how this player right now feels, and she is trying to lead her team in the locker room. Whatever it takes, they are going to need a win.
All right, UNLV has lost 4 straight in Provo. The Lady Rebs looking for the upset. BYU looking to make a move in the conference standings. Opening tip is next.
Oh, how much are these?
No, those aren't for sale.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mom's a little crazy about her antiques.
Antiques, they're rollover minutes.
Yeah, from like 6 months ago.
But they're still good. You know, saving minutes saves money, and these days we can't afford to be wasteful. Not everyone gets to keep their unused minutes.
Oh, cool.
Beat it, kid.
Only AT&T's Family Talk with Rollover saves your family's unused minutes. And saving minutes saves money. Get the touchscreen view for $49.99 after mail-in rebate, only from AT&T.
Why do cheerleaders always spell stuff out? I'm trying to watch the game and they start jumping up and down, telling everybody to be aggressive, one letter at a time. Out with it already. I didn't come here to read with my ears. I came to scream with my eyes.
Head & Shoulders gives you awesome, flakeless hair you don't have to think about, leaving your mind free to wander. Head & Shoulders. Respect the scalp. Get the hair.
That's the money you could be saving with Geico. What?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's the money you could be saving with Geico. You were made for each other. You like money, he likes money. Well, he is money.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
College basketball on CBS College Sports is brought to you by Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by the WBCA Pink Zone. Donate to the KYOW WBCA Cancer Fund at www.jimmyv.org. We're in Provo, Utah, specifically the Marriott Center. We'll come indoors. BYU hosting UNLV. And speaking of the Lady Rebels, you're looking at their first-year head coach, Kathy Olivier, all those years, 15 at UCLA and all that success. And now she is ruling the roost here at her alma mater, UNLV. And she's got some firepower to work with. Helms and Hallberg in that backcourt along with Harris. Shamila Hampton, though, the big center, is the player that makes this club go. BYU with some talent as well. Slade does so much to keep everybody on track. Foreman and Nielsen, we talked about them in terms of great backcourt play. Cassie King, super talented inside. Jeff Judkins, he in his 8th year at BYU, done so much with those 20-win seasons and those NCAA appearances. The 2006 and 2007 Mountain West Conference Coach of the Year. BYU wearing their home whites. UNLV will be in their road reds. The series history looks like this. They've already played one game this year. BYU winning at 67-62. That was at Cox Pavilion in Las Vegas. Shawnee Slade, one of a few seniors on this very young BYU club, looking for another home win. Larson Adams, Sauby, they will be your officials today. As we get ready to tip it off here in Provo, Utah at the Marriott Center. We talked about Shamila Hampton, one of a handful of seniors for this UNLV club. Hampton and King should have quite a battle inside, two of the talented post players of the Mountain West Conference. Hampton wins the tip. UNLV will be on the attack to begin this ball game. Hampton squaring up against King. Harris off the pick, didn't want it. Helms kicks. Hallberg. Smith, the talented Frost, buries the triple right out of the chutes, and we'll be calling her name often, Tammy.
Yeah, she's a versatile player, and what I mean by that is she can shoot from the outside like we just saw, but she is not afraid to get points in the paint. Brings an all-around game, just a freshman who's made major contributions early.
Jamie Smith, just a freshman from Hawaii, one of the top scorers and rebounders of all yearlings in the country. That's how good she's been for Olivier right out of the chutes. But she and Hampton are going to need some help. 3 on the shot clock. Nielsen tied up. Good half-court defense. And there'll be a shot clock violation against BYU, and that'll help UNLV get a little confidence and courage with the defense.
Yeah, this is a team that is playing recently with some confidence defensively speaking. UNLV, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster for them this season, but they have fine-tuned some things, and down the stretch, one of the focal points for them is obviously to step up and take some defense seriously.
Both teams coming off of losses just the other night. UNLV losing at home to Wyoming 50-44. BYU at New Mexico losing 52-37. So scoring points recently has been a struggle for both clubs. Helms stops, pops, rims out. Good board by Smith inside. Blocked by King. And it'll be BYU's ball. Big 6'3" Cassie King. Look at Harris stepping into the passing lane. UNLV going the other way. It's no question that the Lady Rebels love to run. In fact, both teams would prefer to push. We'll see how respective transition defenses fare. Hampton, that's usually right in her wheelhouse. High percentage shot. And King steps on the line on the carom, and it'll belong to UNLV Fresh 30.
Well, Jeff Judkins told us this morning at shoot-around that Cassie was really wanting the challenge of having to step up and take Shamila Hampton one-on-one, and she did a nice job in that series of guarding her and not allowing Hampton a second-chance opportunity via offensive rebound.
Hampton always the center of attention when it comes to scouting this UNLV team. With Sequoia Holmes having graduated, The offensive burden sits atop the shoulder.